Trudeau, which is labeled as immigration protest, but like always, it's an anti-Trump protest.
Here is the beautiful Orlando downtown, and we approaching the immigration protest.
Balls, and women still voted for him.
Can I ask you as last question? So today's a immigration protest. What are your thoughts on what Trump is? How is Trump handling the immigration crisis?
It's hard to rank them out, but it's arguably the worst thing that he's doing is deporting innocent people to other countries. The Kilmar Abrego Garcia, they even admitted it was a mistake, and Donald Trump said he could pick up the phone and get him back right now, but he's not doing it. So that man did not get trial by jury. It's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. That's the only reason why Trump isn't in prison, because he was actually proven guilty on 34 counts and convicted, but the other ones, he was running just to stay out of prison. And he gets due process, but he's not giving due process to other people because that's the way he is.
As I've been talking to people, a lot of people have different definitions of what due process is. Can you tell me what your definition of due process is and how it's not being followed?
Due process fundamentally comes down to the Fourth Amendment about trial by jury. And you've got to have a trial by jury so that the jury of your peers can decide whether you're guilty or not. And when that's denied, then we're at the mercy of the state.
Okay, so anybody who comes to this country crossing the border illegally, they should stay here and process the legal system?
The people who come here are coming here for a reason. We're a whole nation of immigrants. Unless you're a descendant of the Kennewick man, who is the first Homo sapien discovered in North America, then you're either there are two types of people in this country. There are immigrants, and there are the forced Americans. Immigrants. My family was immigrants, decades, centuries ago, but that's how we all came here. I remember my grandmother. She was born in Canada. My great-grandmother, was born in Canada, and then she moved here when she was 2, and she lived in the United States all her life. No one ever gave her a problem because she was white. When she was later in life, somebody said, "You're not a citizen." She goes, "What do you mean I'm not a citizen? I've been here since I was 2," and she's like 70 now. So I mean, there's nothing wrong about coming to this country. And that's what makes this country great, is the immigrants. The fact that people want to come here is the greatest testament to the United States. What Trump is for everything that's antithetical to the United States, keeping the immigrants from coming here, keeping the best and the brightest people in the world from coming to the United States. He just belittles them, but they are the people who are able to make it out of their country when they're persecuted and they come here. Like, I can tell that that you have a Polish descent, right?
I came here when I was 20 years old.
He was
So
a
I lived
refugee.
55 years, but I went through fingerprinting, all the legal system.
Yeah, I'm 1/4 Polish myself, and that's one of the immigration process there. And I know that Polish people have historically been in conflict with a lot of black people. Yeah, definitely coexist. So I don't know why you're hating on people who are coming here now, because you came into this country and you just don't want other people to get here. It's like you're pulling the ladder up.
No, I'm absolutely. In my opinion, a lot of people can come here, but legal system, like going to the immigration, give the fingerprints, so we know who they are.
Historically, a lot of that is new stuff, though. That's not how this country was founded. People came to this country by just coming to this country for a long time, and it wasn't until a little bit with the Alien Sedition Act under John Adams, but really during the Chinese migration, that's when they started cracking down on people. And so I'm like, let people into the country. That's where we get all our workers from, all our fresh ideas, all our highly skilled people. We get the best people from around the world to come to the United States. And then we get this guy who just is a Nepo baby, Donald Trump, failed at business. He inherited millions of dollars from his father, and then he went bankrupt 6 times. He was a shitty businessman, but he played a successful one on TV, so people buy his merchandise. I mean, you really wasted your money on that, sir. I mean, come on, make America great again? When do you think America was great? What are you trying to bring it back to?
Well, we try to make the America great, and that's what I like it, okay?
No, but you're saying again, as if it was better.
I have a question for you guys. What is your vision of a great America, and what is your vision of a great America? Dad, I'll let you start, and then I want you to say what your visions of a great America is.
My vision of America, it is deep democracy, because I am the Democrat, and we have to fight for it. And the word which Donald Trump says, make America great again, is appeal to me, and we're going to try to do everything to make America better. I don't know how this happened. Well, since he was elected by American people, I should obey him, as he's the president till he's going to be probably removed from the office.
Professor, I'll ask you, what is your vision of a great America?
I lean more toward the Declaration of Independence than even to the Constitution, and that all men are created equal. And of course, back then, men was generic for both sexes, but it's all people are created equal. And so that doesn't mean all people that were born in this country or who are citizens. It's all people, period, end of story. They're created equal. So when one person gets persecuted, we're all getting persecuted. So I want an America that lives up to its highest ideals and is inclusive, and whatever your race or creed or whatever you believe in, you can just be here, and then we can all have successful lives and free lives together. And I definitely support democracy. There hasn't been enough of democracy, and we need more of democracy. Because we would have never had Trump in 2016 if it wasn't for lack of democracy. The Electoral College gave him that in the first place. And we wouldn't have had Trump in 2024 if the Republicans hadn't arrested voters and made it illegal for so many people to vote. And then we get Donald Trump again.
Thank you very much for your perspective.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
This is on Polish American Brotherhood on YouTube.
What is it now?
Polish American Brotherhood on
Polish
YouTube.
American Brotherhood on YouTube.
I don't know. That sounds pretty scary over there.
You can check it out. Like,
What I mean, are you like some right-wing Polish group, or what are you?
no, actually, we're a father-daughter team. We go out to protest on both sides. My dad's a Trump supporter, and we like to engage with people with alternative perspectives, and we show that on our channel.
No justice!
Yeah, my grandfather was a son of an Italian immigrant, and he was probably more racist than anybody I've met in my life. I feel like a lot of people who are new immigrants tend to be racist to kind of assert that they're part of the white man club, but as a white man, it's really not that great of a club to be in. You know, the best people I know, some of them are white, some of them are black, some of them are Latinx, some people of them are Asian. It doesn't matter where they're from. It's just, I have a certain amount of privilege being a white dude, you know, but it's just, that's part of the structural racism that's in the United States.
You mentioned that I might be a racist. What you think I am against the colored people? Or?
Well, Donald Trump is, and you voted for him.
Well, we are allowed to have own views, okay? Even if I support Donald Trump.
Did you watch the Kamala Harris debate versus Donald Trump?
Yeah.
We did.
What?
We did, yeah, but
Who had a clearer vision for America out of those two?
I still think Donald Trump gonna make the America great.
He is.
He gonna make the America great, but
see,
we have to give him more time.
The great again part is the racist part. It wasn't particularly great at any time in the past. I mean, I think that the peak of American history was probably in the 1990s up until now, but I lived during then and it wasn't perfect. We've had a lot of rough times this whole century, mind you, I'll give you that. But there wasn't some golden age we need to bring it back to. Rather, we need to get to a better than ever. If I was going to wear a hat, I would say make America better than ever. Not great again, because it wasn't great ever. It just wasn't.
We hear you.
All right.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much.
I think.
Let's go and see some more people who love stuff to us. This guy has his own opinion. I have my own opinion. You know, he called me racist because I support Donald Trump. I don't believe that. You know, I'm not a racist to anything what is good. So at this point he was wrong. We're gonna read the sign and see what the people have. Let's go and see if anybody wants to touch stuff for us.
Let me do a quick intro, Dad. Oh, you're Dad.
Huh?
No.
Okay.
Alright, we're shooting an intro. Hey guys, to everybody live. Hey there guys, and thanks for joining us again with the Polish American Brotherhood. I'm Tara with my father, Marian, and we're here at an immigration protest in Orlando, Florida, over at City Hall.
Well, we're glad to be here and listen to those people, even if we are on the opposite way of think, you know, we see what they have to say, but I see only all the people making a lot of noise, but they don't have an exact view what they want, you know, from Trump. because anything can be changed if they go and do some registration purpose, and that can be probably find out what's right, what's wrong.
Let's jump into the focus of the channel and interview people with different perspectives. Again, this is a immigration protest, anti-Trump protest, and be sure to like, share, subscribe. Let's go.
Okay, you're gonna go.
We'll go across the street. Honduras. It's a long light. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the live is on. We're waiting across the street though.
Orange Avenue. What side is on the cross? Orange Avenue. Orange Avenue.
Sorry guys, I had the camera or the audio on mute earlier. Okay, we can cross that. I'd like to ask you about your sign that says no concentration camps. Can you explain?
What? Do you want
I can't hear.
Oh boy.
I just wanted to ask you about the concentration camps. My father's from Poland and lived under communism. So if you'd like to explain your sign about what you see in the
When you put
process.
somebody in a jail and don't expect them to ever come out, and you don't put them through due process, that's a concentration.
Yeah, got to you.
Are you talking specifically about Kilmar Garcia?
What's that?
Are you talking about Kilmar Garcia?
I'm talking about
I am
all the
Democrat.
people who have not gone through
I'm
due
Democrat.
process.
That's
And have been
Democrat.
executed.
Supporting Trump.
Can you explain what is your thoughts on what due process looks like? Because people
Due
have
process
different
looks like they get a day in court. Simple as that. Supreme day in court.
So a hearing is not a due process.
Due process is their day in court, a hearing. A
hearing?
full hearing.
So every
Here's what you're supporting. Here's what you're supporting. Somebody lies, somebody bullies,
has a legally
somebody calls names.
in your
Don't you want
perspective,
the
has
president?
a trial by
Due process.
okay.
Otherwise, this is what they're getting.
All right, thank you. Yeah, be sure you hold up the microphone. Yeah, hold up the microphone and stuff. So.
That's quite about a lot of people in downtown Orlando. Most of them, they don't want to talk, they're just making noise.
Well, let's find the people who want to talk. Hands Off NPR, PBS. Can you talk about your views on what's going on with the media? Your sign says Hands Off NPR and PBS. Would you like to talk about what your views are, what's going on in the media? Okay.
Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey. So Donald Trump has got to go. Hey, hey.
So much noise. Not everybody wants to talk to us.
The party of the scene.
Say something? Party of the scene.
Can you tell us what brings you out to today's protest?
Racist, fascist.
I'm white, or you're white and I'm brown. Isn't it that you're supposed to be racist if you can't be racist if you're brown?
I know nothing about mine.
Isn't it true that you can't be racist if you're dark skinned?
That's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard.
I agree with that. Actually, there's common ground right there. I agree with that. I don't think your skin color denotes if you're racist or not. Okay, I was just giving you an opportunity to explain.
Do you know that I came from the country where the Nazis,
Don't touch his side.
Don't put in my face.
Okay. Just don't put it in his face and he won't touch his side. Okay?
Obviously doesn't want to talk, so.
Go this way. Excuse me. Sliding through. Excuse me.
You guys looking for people to interview?
Yes. Would you like to tell us what brings you out to today's protest?
Sure. So this protest specifically is for immigration rights. You know, we believe that everyone deserves a due process of law and that a lot of these people that are being locked up are not criminals and that simply entering the country illegally does not make one a criminal and that everybody deserves the right to, due process of law.
We're hearing a lot of different definitions of what due process is. Can you tell me about what your definition of due process is and how you feel it's not being followed?
Just like not guilty or, innocent until found guilty, going to court and evidence and, actual conviction. And if they are convicted for an actual violent crime, then, they don't deserve to be in like inhumane conditions. But, obviously we deal with people of violent crimes the way we do even in our own country. But I do believe that people that are not responsible for violent crimes should not be treated as violently as they're being treated. Where there are women and children being approached, and not just men and these people are creating.
Donald Trump has got to go!
The children are not part of the crime issue. You know what I'm saying? And these people are able to enter schools and churches now, which even the military.
The churches is very gray opinion as well. I think the churches is a very gray land. My opinion too. It's sacred ground. Sacred ground. I like it. Sacred ground. How do you feel about it? Thank you. Let's go this way, guys. We appreciate you telling us your perspective.
Yeah, you better behave yourselves before I get security on you. Just make sure though.
Polish American Brotherhood, and we're on live, so it's not being edited.
Okay. Yeah, just make sure that if you guys are gonna talk to people, you get their consent first. You don't be all up in their faces.
Yeah.
Trying to make them fight you.
We're not like that.
I trust you guys. Yeah. Okay. So
Can you tell me about your opinion on Kilmar Garcia and how that was handled?
what's that?
Kilmar Garcia and how that situation was handled. He's the Maryland man who's from El Salvador that was sent to the El Salvador jail. It's like
I actually don't know too much about that because I don't watch the news. I rely on what other people tell me.
That's actually I prefer that
one.
too.
I don't know that one.
How do you feel about Trump's like border security? He's reduced the amount of crossings on our border to like close to nil. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think that's a bad thing because I mean, not that I want to exploit migrant workers at all, but that's who works most of our produce and our fields and all these things. And I believe that they deserve a fair living wage as well. So I think that is a bad thing for America overall because they make our country better.
Is it possible though to get a fair wage if they're undocumented?
That's what we're trying to fight for with the labor unions. I think it is possible. And I think that the bar to get in should be a little bit lowered and make it easier as well, so that they are protected.
I can hear you on that with because the legal immigration process itself is also broken. It's such a long wait and everything, and that's something that also needs to be fixed.
Absolutely.
So there's definitely common ground there.
That a lot of these people are leaving countries that have all these issues, and a lot of those issues are caused by the Western powers that are in there. Listen, a lot of people may not agree, but even right-wingers know that our government is not our friend. Our government, our CIA has done all sorts of screwed up stuff, our FBI has done all sorts of screwed up stuff. They smuggle in drugs into our country and disseminate it to the poor neighborhoods so they can target the poor people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and keep them on welfare so they're never able to break the cycle of poverty.
They give people in other countries, the gangs, guns, so they terrorize their own people and make things bad so they can take the resources. And then when those people realize what the government is doing and wake up and become woke and want to fight for their people and kick those powers out of their country, and they use those weapons to fight the Western powers and kick them out of their country, they're labeled terrorists. You know what I'm saying? And they don't exist in a vacuum. American imperialism and Western hegemony in general encourages these things. A lot of these people flee these countries, they're like, ooh, America. When America is usually the one creating the issues in their country in the first place and destabilizing it.
I can agree with you there because my boyfriend's from Haiti, so I'm very familiar with the Haiti's background with imperialism and what's going on there. A lot of people have to flee from there because of the gang violence and stuff.
Right. I'm about the 99% versus the 1%. And I think we need to break our two-party system and we need to start talking to each other. Instead of me seeing you in that red hat and thinking that you're racist or you hate me because I'm trans or a bad person, and you seeing me that I'm trans and thinking I'm a predator or whatever, we need to talk to each other and find a way to fix our country in a way that we can agree with and that doesn't hurt people, because everybody deserves basic human rights and basic human respect and basic human decency. I think we can all agree on that no matter what side we're on. As long as you're not a Nazi, you know?
Yeah. My father is from Poland, so he escaped from communist Poland, came to America as a refugee. Okay. Can you tell us about your background and what makes you so impassioned about immigration reform?
Well, let's see. I am Native American. My people are indigenous to Cuba. We are Taino. I'm also, Cuban, and I'm half white, and I'm also trans. I'm two-spirit, and I love people. Everywhere I go, I'm adopted into communities. I go hang out with rednecks, and they adopt me into their community. They might roast me a little. They might disagree with me on some things. But at the end of the day, they would have my back if someone came to come fight me. And at the end of the day, as long as people are like that, I feel like we can make something work. And so it's just, I believe one day I will die high off the people, as Fred Hampton said, because I believe in the people. And I am willing to give up my life for the people that I love. That's really what it comes down to at the end of the day.
And that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Do you think that the illegals who come in here and commit crime, the taxpayers should pay for the legal system for them? That's a lot of money. I worked all my life many times. I retired from United Airlines, and I cannot basically afford a lawyer. Should we pay for the lawyers for them when they come illegally?
How much taxpayer money do you think is going into rounding them up comparatively to handling just a few small minority of violent criminals who need to be prosecuted versus rounding up over 4,000, maybe 5,000 people now in Chrome concentration camp that's only designed for 400 people? So they're, you're over capacity and in inhumane conditions. And how much is that costing to put 4,000 people who aren't even violent criminals in this facility versus maybe the 10% that are actual violent criminals and putting them through the court system? I mean, and they pay taxes themselves when they're out here doing their migrant labor and their work. They pay into taxes, they buy things, and they give it back into our country too,
Yes, they do. But I believe, because I'm interested myself. My country when I was 20 years old, and 56 years I'm already here, okay? And I'm looking at this, that America is so big that we can accommodate a lot of people, but they should come legally. Before they cross the border, they should register themselves and with the fingerprints, through the legal system, and they will be accepted or not.
Well, yeah, that's why I was saying the immigration system, to be able to immigrate and do migrant labor. bars should be lower so they can be protected and get their labor rights. And so background checks maybe can happen so people do feel safer. I can agree with that, but the bars should be lowered, I think. It shouldn't be as complicated because we know they're coming in. We need them to do the labor. I don't know what the Trump administration is planning on doing when we have no one out there to pick produce, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that goes. But at the end of the day, a lot of these people are Native American. I'm Native American. I might not have been, or my mom might not have been born in the U.S., but our people were coming up here into Florida trading with the Native Americans up here in Turtle Island. We belong to this land. This was ours before the Europeans came here. And just because they put a border now, our people are illegal in their own land where they have been for like tens of thousands of years, you know? It's our land.
Should be like America should create like camps or farms for them outside the border and speed up the process for coming here. That would be a very good idea, right?
Maybe as long as it's all humane, you know, because we got the camps right now and they're not very humane.
Right.
So, I mean...
Well, I went to the camp from outside there.
Yeah, okay.
And I went to the process.
Yeah.
I love this country because America was always good for me. Okay? And I obey the system. I try not to do anything wrong, you know. I have no criminal record. And I believe if I do something criminal, they should pick me up. Even I'm a citizen.
How would you feel though? Because they're taking people who have green cards. They're taking people who are citizens.
Yeah. Students with traffic violations.
It's crazy. It's crazy, and it's taking away our right to free speech. That's scary stuff. That's dictator level stuff. I mean, you know, not to throw around a big strong word that some people might not agree with, but that's wrong. At the end of the day, that is wrong. You know.
Yeah.
So.
You're speaking specifically about like the students who are protesting on campuses.
Yes.
Though some of them had turned violent, not all of them did, and then some are also being kicked out for writing articles against their university.
Yes, now the op-eds, you know, I mean, that's wrong. That's wrong at the end of the day. And I mean, how would you feel if you were rounded up, you didn't even commit a crime, and they took you and they threw you on a concentration camp just because you're an immigrant, and even if you were a U.S. citizen, don't care at this point.
I would feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm pro-immigration.
Yeah.
The discipline in America is so big, and we need more people here. But go to the immigration system, give the fingerprints, who you are, show the documents.
Unfortunately, that's not what the Trump administration is saying. That it's all of them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter if you're a citizen. You got brown skin specifically, you're going to be targeted. And I care about people. You know, I will stand up for their rights. And just because you're wearing a MAGA hat doesn't mean I won't stand up for your rights. You know, if I saw cops violently arresting you, I don't care who you voted for. I'm going to stand up for you. I'm going to film it and make sure I get evidence for you. And I'm going to be on your side because we are the citizens and we need to look out for each other. It's the 99% versus the 1%. And I will stand up for you even if you don't stand up for my rights. I will always stand up for you and everybody around me. And I don't care if you stand up for my rights. And maybe if I stand up for your rights, you'll care about my rights too and stand up for them. Maybe. And I hope so.
Well, I think people, because I'm a Democrat, I will fight for democracy in America, and I support Trump.
I think that is a lot of mixed messages because Trump does not support democracy. He's trampling all over it.
Well, I'm not saying that everything what Trump is doing is right, but I see a lot of my vision that he's going to bring America to higher level.
See, that's what he promises. Listen, I did an experiment, and I have real good critical thinking skills. I created a new account. I followed right-wing content creators. I watched Fox News InfoWars for a week straight. By the end of it, it all started to make sense, and I kind of believed it a little bit, you know, some of these things, and I could see how people who are good people on the inside and want good things for the country believe they're doing something good for the country by voting for him, not realizing he's tricking us. He's tricking us. He's tricking. I hope that you come around and see the way he's hurting you and your people. And I hope you don't get hurt because he's hurting everybody. He's taking away Social Security from these elderly people who voted for him. He's taking away so many things. Prices are going up, tariffs, all these things. And eventually the people who voted for him are going to get screwed over too. But you know what? When they are hurt, I'm going to be there for them. I don't care. I'm going to be there for them when they eventually get hurt. And I hope that these people wake up before they get hurt. That's the end of the day.
Well, I believe that there is a lot of misleading information about the Social Security because I am doing good on my Social Security.
I don't think Social Security is going to exist by my time. So.
And what I heard that he's going to send me $6,000 from the money here to receive some pay for this.
Here, I gotta go.
We appreciate your time.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm getting a. Oh, and I work in protest.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, if anybody gives you guys any trouble, just come talk to me.
And if anybody wants to talk like the way you explain on camera, like we're happy, we're just trying to get interviews and see what people say. It's a point of view. So you can check our channel, Polish American Brotherhood.
Yeah, Polish American
Brotherhood. So we're streaming live there, and you'll be able to see everything. But feel free to send anybody our way. We gather everybody's perspective. Dad's a Trump supporter, but we gather everybody's perspective.
On YouTube or?
On YouTube.
Okay, all right.
Thank you so
Obsidian.
much.
Obsidian Tiburon.
Thank you for
Very
your
nice to meet you.
information.
My name's Tara, and this is my dad, Marion.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, maybe we'll work together in the future, maybe,
Absolutely.
and work between the disinformation and the real information.
Yeah.
See what we can come
Yeah,
through,
I like that you talk to people to get their information because the news media is crazy. That's why we're independent.
YouTube, okay?
Yeah, do
You're
the
gonna find out what I'm talking about this project for
Yeah.
the retirees, solving the problem with retirees, and also the homeless people, solving
Yeah,
the homeless
true
people.
that. We'll talk. We will talk.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay, that was very nice talk to this person. Okay, and we're gonna see if we can get anybody else.
Let's go this way.
Very good.
This way.
One thing I have to tell you that this is nice music they have, so
Yeah, I
it's
can
probably
dance.
not boring,
Hi. I'm going to ask you to read this. If you agree with any part of it,
Okay.
if you don't agree with it, you can black it out. If you agree with any part of it, put a stamp on it and send it in. It's to the Supreme Court justices. This is the request as far as just asking them to protect the Constitution and the rights. If you agree with it, send it in. If you don't, don't. It's completely fine.
Fine.
One of your guys read over it, and then there was one part that he didn't agree with. What I asked him to do was black it out.
Okay, very fair. I'll take one as well. I appreciate
We
it.
are fighting for the democracy and our constitution. Okay? We are with you. Okay?
Great. Can you tell us a little bit about what brings you out to today's protest?
Yeah. My dad is from Iran. His people, back during the revolution, fought for that revolution to happen, right? They thought they were getting democracy. They actually thought that things were going to get better for them. And little by little, it got worse and worse. For about 30 years maybe, my dad used to take me to demonstrations for human rights for that country, and they still haven't gotten it back. What I'm concerned with is when we open the gates to the rights that we lose, if you don't fight for it right off the bat, there's no getting it back. People don't give up, they don't give away control once they have it. So that's it. The basic human rights is what I'm asking for.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are for it. Thank you very much.
Let's ask this guy over here with the Sam hat.
Quick question for you guys. How was the answer for the Declaration of Independence the other day? How did you guys feel about that?
So you can ask everything because we are the social media taking whatever people have to say.
Oh, yeah.
Our
Well,
statement.
I got it. Because I always wonder, because I want to know what the supporters feel, only because it's so bad. To say that you don't understand what the Declaration of Independence is.
I understand,
Or bring
but
it for our
I have to
country.
tell you that democracy will be Trump. So we
You can be,
everything.
I'm an independent, but you still have to understand, no matter who it is. Joe Biden was Sleepy Joe, right? Slow and senile. I'll say that. This guy's fast and senile.
So a little
don't
bit of Spanish.
understand everything, okay? We just
We do understand the Constitution.
Polish American Brotherhood. So my dad's church. So my dad's Polish and my mother's from the Philippines.
Okay, so we don't want to make our statement because everybody thinks,
Yeah,
we're going to make our statement.
So ask him about it.
I understand. I find it odd though that you picked the one trans person to pull it to the side. See, that's stuff. That's messed up, though.
Do you want to be on camera? What brings you to?
Man, I'm not part of this.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Checking it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm neither tribe. I'm neither tribe.
Gotcha. Independent. So we'll see you around. I appreciate it. My name's Tara.
Copy Pancho.
Marion.
You want to go to the first one and buy a show.
Okay.
This is for the shirts. This is for the youth.
You want to say something?
Well, firstly, I have all of this. It's good that people protest it. You have the right to say it. You have your opinions. I have mine. So, I'm independent.
You respect my opinion, we respect yours.
Yeah, we respect it. Even though I'm neither of the tribes, neither the Fox tribe or the Wolf tribe, which I learned from Malcolm X and Rizal Islam. Even though they stand for their community, I learned it clearly from them. Wade Davis, the same thing when they're trying to bring things together. Because I learned a thing or two about that. I didn't go. I tried to go by doing that, but I knew. I respect the first team. At least nothing wrong goes down. Not much confrontation. Just good. I'm at. Hey, babe, you want to bring a little bit of red hats running around here, man? Just kind of add up a bit. But in the end, guys, look, after your protest, go to Epic Universe on May 22nd. It's about to go down in that theme park. That theme park is going to go hard.
And I'm sure if you are here, you like America, right? You love America, don't you?
I am proud American. I don't care. I'm a proud American. I don't side with any of these political tribes or all this tribalism. They're on the extreme right or the extreme left.
You pointed out the upside down American flag. Can you tell us about how that made you feel?
I just don't like that, honestly. Like, you have the right to protest the BS that Trump is pulling, but don't put it upside down. We have already done enough damage to this country.
Thank you. I appreciate your comments. I want to ask about, because we have the sign that has over there, it's the words of the Statue of Liberty. Maybe go back us.
Across the street?
No, not across the street. This sign over here. Did you see the Donna?
Give me a tire, your soul, your tender masses, let me complete free.
So these are the words that are on the Statue of Liberty. Can you tell us why you chose to bring this today as your sign?
This is entirely what built our nation. This is what makes America great. Our diversity, all the people that came here for freedom, and now that freedom is in jeopardy. And I thought it was important to remind everyone the message of what our country was founded on.
Everybody has a different definition of due process. What is your definition of due process, and how do you feel it's not currently being followed?
Due process is the opportunity to give your side of the story and to have it be heard and judged impartially. And if truth is on your side, then due process will reveal that. If there's something you've done wrong, it'll reveal that as well. So to believe it's a very basic right of a just nation.
Thank you. I tend to go neutral and everything, but Dad wants to spark the conversation and everything.
Yeah, and it's not like it's not the same. I think that just people with the hat, and me too. I felt the same way till I talked to him. But once I talked to him, it was like, okay, we had a good mutual conversation, where I appreciate it. But it is just like, I don't know. It's like it means a similar thing to like the Confederate flag for people where we're just.
I hear you. I hear you. So, like, when I go out by myself, I have a different channel on the ground, and I'm completely neutral at that. And then this channel, Polish American Brotherhood, since he's pro-MAGA, he has conversations with anti-MAGA.
I think we should talk. So
yeah. It's good seeing you. Tell me your name again. Candy. Tara. We'll see you around, okay?
Nice to meet you.
I like your dress. It's a nice dress on. Oh, I like that woman's dress.
We have nice Mexican music. It looks more like a Mexican party.
I spend a lot of time in Mexico, and they can throw a lot of parties.
But it seems like people accepting the mega hat, making all the noise, and they don't respect that much.
Hi, can I ask you about your sign says passion is strength? Can you tell me why you chose to bring this sign today?
Sure.
Compassion. His sign says compassion is strength. Oh,
Okay.
I guess no compassion if you're a Trump supporter.
Anybody want to talk to us? No? You can make your statement.
Do
You're
you
free to
believe
talk.
that people of the opposing
on the
views?
internet. If you don't want to be on the internet, do not speak.
Okay. Do you believe people of different views can have conversation? Do you believe people of different views can have conversation? Okay. We'd just like to ask you what brings you out to today's protest and why you feel so strongly about immigration reform. Okay, this way. Sorry. Hi, you have an I Love America sign. Can I ask you why you chose to bring this sign to today's
Putting you on
protest?
the internet without your consent. If you don't want to be on there, don't answer the question. Okay, no, I'm good.
Okay, if you don't want to speak to people of opposing views, that's fine.
How about you? You talking,
She's
you
one
following
of the
us?
moderators here, Dad.
Yeah, you following us? You want to say something?
She's one of the moderators here, so she keeps the peace.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I apologize.
Let's go to the center over there. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm trying to put it this way. Defend democracy. Can you explain why you chose that sign today? And what brings you to today's rally? Okay.
Hey, this is beautiful music. You know, you want to dance with me?
Okay. So she's just blocking up for the defend democracy sign.
I want to tell you that I'm a Democrat too. Ah, no, no.
Okay.
I'm a Democrat too. I'm fighting for democracy. And you want to dance with me?
Let's cross to the other side.
Democracy, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, immigrants.
That's a great thing to say. You can talk to us.
I have friends that are on this is fine, but I feel like it's not fair what they're doing. They're like sending people to prisons, deporting people without due process, and that's not
Dad, you stand with Ukraine too. Did you ask about Ukraine? Oh, we can cross over.
What? Are you Ukrainian?
I'm not Ukrainian because I stand with Ukraine.
Okay, me too. I'm Polish. I'm supporting the Ukrainians.
One of my parents is Lithuanian,
Okay.
which was part of the old Soviet Union.
I know because I was born in Poland and I lived 20 years in Poland, so I know the east side of went to Ukraine. I visited Ukraine. It was very poor at that time. So thank you for supporting me.
When the light turns, we'll cross the street, Dad. When the light turns, we'll cross the street.
I like when you follow us.
No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. 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 No hate, no fear.
Okay, then you can cross. You can cross. It's right. Cross.
But you don't speak Polish.
It's okay, I'm Polish, I don't speak Polish. Nie rozumiem po polsku. Nie rozumiem po polsku.
Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Immigrants are welcome here.
Dad, do you want to try to get more interviews or are you okay?
Say that again?
Do you want to try and get more interviews or are you okay? I think we're good. Like, we're good on filming and everything.
Stop!